step is to take the pocket pieces. One is made of material, one is made of lining, and you want to use the fusible interfacing on one side. I put it on the lining because my lining is very thin. And we want to sew a half-inch seam along the top. Now I have it ironed, and we're going to do a 1/4 inch top stitch, right? Take your lining pieces, we've already have the fusible web, your pocket piece, sandwich that in between, put the lining pieces right sides together, and we're going to stitch a 1/2 inch seam down along each side. We want to take our 2 completed fronts, we want to place them right sides together, and you want to make sure you match up these seams here. Make sure those are matched up, and you can pin this to make sure it stays together. And you want to sew them together. Now we're going to attach the bottom piece, and again you've already put your interfacing on, to the bag. And what you want to do is line up your short piece to the side seam, short piece to the side seam, then the middle to the middle of the bag. And remember, once you're done with the bottom, put your hand up through it and check to make sure you've got all your corners connected. Just want to make sure. Then take your scissors and you want to snip those corners. You want to do the same thing with the lining. Now the lining is complete, the inside is complete. You want to put the two together. Leah suggests drawing a line a 1/2 inch on the interfacing from the lining. That makes a nice even stitching line. You want to now I've pulled the lining through the purse, and I brought it over to the ironing board and ironed the opening closed, so I have a nice firm seam there. I'm going to take it over to the sewing machine, and I'm just going to stitch that closed. Next, you put the lining inside the bag, and what we're going to do is top stitch along the outside of the top. I ironed it just to make it a little easier to do.
Sometimes I don't know where